Hey guys, been treating myself again. I've had some issues with me tripod head on my Manfrotto, very similar to Photography Gary, which you saw in one of my previous vlogs where his camera actually fell off the top of his tripod. I've been looking and trying to find a tripod that is going to work for me, and it's been difficult, but I want something lightweight and I wanted something also strong. I had a choice between a Nova or a Vero, and I decided to go with a Nova. So this is it. It's just turned up, and yeah, I'm going to unbox it in front of you. So it's come well packaged. I got it from UK Digital. I'll put a link below to where I got it from. I think for what it is, I think it's very reasonably priced. So there it is, the Nova. I think they're a British based company, to be honest. I know someone that's got one of these and I've had a look at it before I bought it. But I had a choice between this, the Novo T10, which is 170mm high, maximum height, and the Novo T20. The T20 is 189cm high, which I'm looking at thinking about even moving to one of those as well, and getting rid of my Manfrottos. I've gone for this because it's twist grip, and it also comes with its own ball head with a pano. It's got a pano head fitted to the plate. So yeah, let's get this out of the box and have a bit of a look at it. Right, good sturdy box. Comes in its own carry case. Again, got Nova on the side. Little side pocket, which would be handy for some lens cloths maybe. Yeah, good padded case. Alright. Let's see what's inside this bag. Right, so we've got tripod, carry strap, and another inside pocket, and inside this we've got a small metal thing, so we'll work out and find out what that's for after. And we've got instructions with Allen keys, and we've also got inside here a Nova PU50, if you can see that, base plate to go on the bottom of your camera, but I've already got an L bracket on my camera, so I won't be using that. Right, and a camera strap, that's for the bag. Tripod. So this folds down to, well, the weight with the head is 1.7 kilos. This is something that really interested me. Like I say, for keeping the weight down when I'm wild camping and stuff like that. Quality, as soon as I get it out of the bag, quality feels quite nice. Carbon fibre. It folds down small enough for what I want it for. Weight wise, feels pretty reasonable. But yeah, just the first feel when you get it out of the box is, it feels like quality. It feels nice. Right, let's unfold it, see what it looks. It folds from the base. Good solid clips. It clips into place. Yeah, it does feel nice. Like I I said before, it's got twist grips, which is something I like. The reason I like them is because when you put them in your camera bag, unlike my big Manfrotto, when you put these in your camera bag, the legs slide in your bag quite nicely. The Manfrotto's got clips, and the clips are catching my bag at the moment as I get it in and out, and they're starting to rip the pocket. So I've gone for the twist grip for that reason, and the fact that I know I can undo all three in one go, pull them up and lock them off, and that's as quick as it is. One twist, unlocked, push them in, done up. Something else I really quite like. Very quick, very simple. Right, this is your tripod. That's its lowest, it stands like that, and the legs also fold out virtually 90 degrees. So your first lock's there, and then if you lift your centre column right up, you get it right out flat to the floor. So that's pretty cool. Like I say, this feels really nice. Really nice. It's also got a removable leg. So if you're into using monopods, this is your monopod leg. So you take this out, I assume you can then take your head off and drop it on the top here. I'm not a big monopod user. I use it when I do sports, you know, when I'm at Alton Park or Brands Hatch and places like that. I tend to use a monopod, but I've got a dedicated monopod I use with a different head on it, so I probably won't be using this, but it's handy. You can take this off and use this for a walking stick maybe, you know, if you're out in the field, and it'll do a good job of keeping you steady while you're walking. So yeah, that's a tripod. Another feature that I really like, and this is going to be quite impressive for anybody that does landscape photography. It comes with rubber feet, as do most tripods, but the beauty with this is there's no interchangeable feet. You literally take the rubber off the bottom and you've got a spike on the bottom. So you're in the field, you need the grass, you know, you need something sturdy in the grass, in the solid, you know, to push it down in the ground. There it goes. I know you've got a chance of losing these, but they're just rubber feet, and that's it. You're all the way to go. Pretty good, really good initiative design. Love that fact that you can just change them there and then, put the rubber pockets in your belt pocket, or the rubber stops in the pocket, and away you go. No, you don't have to change them, you don't have to take them off. It looks like they come off as well, so you can get new replacements or longer ones. I might even try and invest in some longer ones. They're probably a standard fitting, but yeah, that's a brilliant design. Really impressed. It's also got a bag hook on the bottom, which is dead cool. The Manfrotto's got one at the top, not very easy to hook bags on. This, you could hook any bag on that. So if you want a bit of steadiness and it's a bit windy, clip a bag on there and away you go. So yeah, I like that. And I assume the bottom comes out. Yeah, the bottom comes off. So if you need to take the bottom off, take the centre column out, you're well away. So again, good design. Right, to the head. Right, to the head. Let's get a little bit closer so you can see this. This is your head, which is not screwed up tight at the moment. So it's got a 3/4 thread, is it? Let's have a look. I love pulling things apart. We've got a little 3/8 thread in there and a 3/4 thread. I would assume, I'm not sure what this is for, but I'm going to find out. Quite possibly a centre column. So this could go in there. That would screw on there. That would screw on there. You could probably take this out. I'm just guessing now. Take this out, and that may fit in there. Let's have a look. Yep, that's it. Sorry about that, couldn't see my head then, could you? Yeah, so taking the centre column out, and we now have a completely flat tripod. That's right down to the ground. You're probably looking at 7 or 8 inches from the ground, so that's really quite low. So if you're not one for using the centre column, it comes out really quick and really easy. and that's pretty low. I like that. It's a good little feature, that. Something again I don't use very often, but it's handy to know you've got it. So yeah, I'll take that back out of there, undo that, like that. Out comes that centerpiece. Take that off the bottom. Screw the head back in. Just put that back on there. Put your center column back in that way. Nice and tight. That goes back in like so. And the bottom goes on. Pretty cool. Alright. And we lock that down. That's it, she's in place. It is really sturdy. I mean, my table's moving a bit, but I'm not kidding you, this is pretty good. Let's have a look. We're going to go to the head. What I was going to do is I was actually going to fold it down. That's really good, I like that. You literally just pull that down and it locks into position. There's none of this pulling in, pulling out, pulling in, pushing out. That's really good, I like that. Right, this is my first issue. I've got the legs in the first lift position, one stop up, and the column's right down low, and it doesn't sit on the feet. So it's almost like the column is an inch too long. Now that's easily overcome. You just drop the column through, but it means I'm going to have to carry it around like that, because I do tend to flip the tripod out and have it sturdy and set like that on the ground quite a bit. So yeah, first very small problem, but not the end of the world. Right, so tripod's down low now so I can see the head. This is the ball head. It's got several different features on it, and like I say, these are the sort of things really are pretty good, especially for us landscape photographers. First of all, you've got a great big dial. There's no mistaking which one belongs to what. When it's dark and you're feeling around, got your eyes closed, you can get hold of this dial. This is the dial. This adjusts your head. Locks off really nicely. It's got a beautiful feel to it. It does lock off nice. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you've been to near Benrose and stuff like that, the Benrose have like a quality feel. This is nice. You know, there's no forcing it tight. It locks off. This takes, I think it takes 15 kilograms, and 15 kilograms is plenty for my bigger lenses. The 100-400 I can shove on there no problem. Me 70-200 Mark II 2.8, again, I'd have no issues with it balancing on the front of the camera. So 15 kilos is brilliant. If you go up to the next head, this is the CBH40. If you go up to the T20, you get a bigger head which takes 20 kilos. I think it's got a 43mm ball head. I think this one's a 40mm. If I'm not sure. I think it's 40mm or 38, something like that. But yeah, really good. It's also got let's lock that up. It's also got a pan swivel. So if you want to swivel the tripod round, or if you want to swivel your camera around without moving your tripod, you can. Again, beautiful feel. There's no notchiness. Yeah, that's really nice. Really good feel to it. On this side, there is a tensioner. Now, I've got the wheel all the way open, and that's pretty floppy. As you tighten it up, it does actually put a bit of resistance on it. But if you make it floppy, there is actually a resistance dial on the side here. Now, as far as I know, this gives you full tension. So when it's loose, that's unlocked altogether, and it's a fiddly little thing. It's more of a screwdriver operation, but this, I suppose this isn't for something you're supposed to mess with. Once you've got it set to where you want it, I'd have thought, I see, that gives you more tension. I'm not actually sure. Now, I'm not sure what that does. when you wind it in, see that's locked off tightly. Get the instructions out and have a look at that, see what it does. It's a tensioner, self-tensioner. Screws in and then screws out with just your thumb actually. But I can't quite see what it does. Actually I can. I can see what it does. Yeah, so wound all the way in, you're getting about 1/8 of a turn, and wound all the way out, it goes really loose and you've got a lot more control over the ball. So yeah, something you probably don't have to mess with, and that'd probably do me something like that. So yeah, not a bad little feature for tensioning that off. Right, the other thing this has got, and this was a sell for me, it's got a pan plate on the top. Now this locks off, so it's tight, so there's no movement. But if you've got your tripod bent over and you're at a funny angle and you've leveled your tripod off, this panning situation there is no good because you're panning downhill. So what you can do with this is you can pan while the camera's still straight. So yeah, that's a brilliant sail point. Never had one like that before. Normally you have to buy these fitments separately, but this comes with it. So yeah, I'll give that a proper thumbs up. Lovely anodized feel to the head as well. So yeah, so far pretty good, pretty good. So job's a good one. All we really need to do now is get it out in the field and test it. Oh, and it comes with an Arca Swiss style head as well. Very standard. Let's have a look at the top. There's a spirit level in the top as well. So if you need to set this up level, you can. Yeah, an Arca Swiss head. And like I say, it comes with a spare plate. First time that's ever happened with a tripod. So yeah, these are PU50s, if you need to know what they are. Finger twist grip for doing them on the bottom of your tripod, and it's also got an Allen key fitting by the looks of it. Yeah, which is what your Allen key's for. Or you can tighten it up by hand, but it's also got a big slot in it, so you can put a 20p coin in it and nip it off tight. And I like that idea. I prefer to have that slot, so when you're out in the field and you need to tighten it up, you've got no Allen keys with you. Get a coin, whack. So yeah, but I don't use these. They're good for the GoPro. I have them on the GoPro, and I've also got, well, I've got something similar on the bottom of my vlogging camera, but it's a lot smaller. It's for my new Peak Designs clip. So yeah, these are spare for now. But yeah, Arca Swiss mount. Again, a nice feel to the screw as well. Doesn't feel like it's going to come loose. With these heads, they do actually lock in. It's got the, where are we? The heads come up. Yeah, with these, if they come loose, they will actually lock in. But like I say, with my plate on the bottom, it hasn't got that on it. But that's a good little feature. I like the way that all turns. Really well made. Comes with a spare. So all in all, I'd say it's pretty good. All I need to do now is get it out in the field and test it. So this weekend I'm hoping to be a bit more wild camping again. So I'm taking this with me, and I'll test it out in the field, and I'll give you a review out in the ground. So for now, I'll leave you with that. The Novo T10. Oh, and they also do a T5 if you're looking for a smaller tripod. I think it's 150 centimeters, something like that. They do a smaller one, and it's 1.3 kilograms, so dead lightweight. I've got my little Vero, which you're sitting on at the moment, and I love that little thing. Proper nice little tiny tripod. I will do a review on that as well at some point, because it is brilliant, and I've had someone ask me about it before. It's what I use for vlogging. It's easy to hold out. So yeah, I don't need the smaller version of this, but I am thinking about the bigger version. The quality is amazing, and yeah, we'll see how we get on in the field with it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my landscape videos as well. There might be something interesting in there for you. But yeah, for now, the Novo T10 done. Ciao. Hi guys, just a quick update on the Novo tripod. I had it out last weekend for the first time, and I used it on the field. I'd done a bit of wild camping, and we were out in the evening, and while the camera was fitted to the top of this plate, as you can see there's a screw in the middle there. While it was fitted to the top of this plate, it came loose. This actual plate on the top started to wobble. The screw was not tight, so if you do buy one of these Novas, and I'm backing this onto the end of the unboxing I did on it, if you do buy one of these, please do tighten this up first. There's nothing actually physically wrong with this tripod, it's just that screw was loose, and I didn't notice it until I was out on the top of a rather large hill, and the camera was just rocking around. I had to do it up with my finger because I didn't take the Allen keys with me. There is just one other small complaint, and this sounds really stupid, but this is so light, I don't trust it to leave my camera on the top of the hill. There was a little bit of wind blowing, and I felt that it was too light to leave and trust. I wouldn't leave this in a river, for instance. For sure, I wouldn't leave my camera on the top in a river. But as I said before, there's a little hook on the bottom there. I hung my camera bag on the bottom, and with my camera bag on the bottom it was just fine. So yeah, no, I bought it because it was light and it's easy to carry, and it is light and it is easy to carry. But yeah, no, if you're going to leave your camera and walk away and leave it for any length of time, if there's a little bit of wind, or you're going to put it in the water and it's going to be floshing around, make sure you've got your camera bag hooked on there. I've also got some small bags. I brought them from my studio lights a few years ago. They're designed to stop, well, they're designed to add weight. Little bags with a clip on the top. Might take them with me. I can fill them full of water, I can fill them full of sand, or I can fill them full of stones and pebbles. So I've always got them with me. But yeah, just a quick update. Please tighten up that screw. It was left loose, and yeah, I could have lost my camera. Cheers.